In 1972, we left the moon and never went back. For 50 years, the most powerful rockets we built couldn't reach it. That just changed. NASA's Artemis program is returning humans to the moon. But this time, we're not just visiting, we're building a base, testing technologies for Mars, and sending the first woman and first person of color to walk on another world. This is how we go back, and why it's nothing like Apollo. The Space Launch System stands 322 feet tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty. Its twin solid rocket boosters and four RS-25 engines generate a combined 8.8 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. That makes it the most powerful rocket NASA has ever built, more powerful even than the Saturn V that carried Apollo astronauts to the moon. The core stage alone holds 733,000 gallons of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, enough to fill 1.5 Olympic swimming pools. And it burns through all of it in just 8.5 minutes. But raw power isn't the point. What matters is what that power can carry. SLS can deliver 27 metric tons to the moon in a single launch, nearly double what Saturn V could manage. That extra capacity means larger habitats, more science instruments, longer surface missions, and the ability to start building infrastructure that lasts beyond a single visit. This isn't a replay, it's a leap forward. The Orion capsule is where astronauts will live for up to 21 days, the journey to the moon, time in lunar orbit, and the trip home. It's larger than Apollo's command module, with 50% more habitable volume and room for 4 crew members instead of 3. But the real innovation sits underneath. The European service module provides power, propulsion, thermal control, and life support. This is the first time a human-rated American spacecraft has relied on international partnership for mission-critical systems. 4 solar array wings span 63 feet, tip to tip, generating enough power to run 2 average homes. The service module carries over 8 metric tons of propellant for deep space maneuvers and 240 kilograms of breathable air and nitrogen. And if something goes catastrophically wrong during launch, the launch abort system fires in milliseconds, pulling the crew capsule to safety at over 400 miles per hour. Orion isn't just designed to survive deep space. It's designed to bring everyone home no matter what. Artemis III will land the first woman and first person of color on the moon. And this isn't just symbolic, it's a fundamental shift in who gets to explore. Between 1969 and 1972, Apollo sent 12 people to the lunar surface. All were white men. All were military test pilots. Artemis is built on the principle that space exploration should reflect humanity. All of it. But the differences go far beyond the crew. Apollo's longest surface stay was just under 3 days. Artemis astronauts will spend up to a week on the moon, conducting 4 moonwalks compared to Apollo's typical 2, and they won't be landing in the familiar flat plains of the equator. Artemis is targeting the lunar South Pole, a region no human has ever visited. Why? Because permanently shadowed craters there may hold billions of tons of water ice. Water means breathable oxygen. It means rocket fuel manufactured on site. It means the difference between visiting the moon and actually living there. Unlike Apollo, Artemis isn't about planting flags and leaving. NASA is building Gateway, a small space station that will orbit the moon. Think of it as a combination: fuel depot, science, laboratory, and short-term hotel, all in one. Astronauts will launch from Earth in Orion, dock with Gateway, transfer to a lunar lander, descend to the surface, then return to Gateway before heading home. The station doesn't need to be crewed continuously. It's designed to operate autonomously for months, with astronauts visiting when missions require. The first module, the power and propulsion element, launches in 2023, not 2026. Habitation and docking modules follow through 2028. Gateway orbits in what's called a near rectilinear halo orbit, a unique path that swings as close as 3,000 kilometers to the lunar surface and as far as 70,000 kilometers away. This orbit requires almost no fuel to maintain and keeps constant communication with Earth. The critical difference: Apollo was expendable. Every mission built everything from scratch and threw it away. Gateway is reusable infrastructure. Once it's in place, you don't have to carry everything from Earth every single time. Here's what NASA doesn't always say out loud: Artemis isn't really about the moon. The moon is a proving ground. Every system being tested: long duration life support, radiation shielding, in situ resource utilization, closed loop environmental controls, is preparation for Mars. You can't jump straight to Mars. It's a 6-month journey each way, with no realistic abort option. If a critical system fails halfway to Mars, you can't turn around. You fix it, or you don't make it home. The moon is 3 days from Earth. If something breaks, astronauts can abort and return. That makes it the perfect test bed for everything Mars will demand. Artemis will demonstrate how to extract water from lunar soil, produce oxygen and hydrogen propellant on another world, and keep humans alive in deep space, radiation, for weeks at a time. These aren't moon skills, they're Mars survival skills. A crewed Mars mission will take roughly 2 years from launch to landing back on Earth. Artemis is how we learn to make that survivable. The moon is the classroom. Mars is the final exam. The Artemis missions begin rolling out in 2026. For the first time in over half a century, humans will leave Earth orbit, see the moon up close, and set foot on its surface. And this time, we're not just visiting, we're building the road to Mars. If you want more deep dives into space, check out our video on Europa's hidden ocean. Links on screen. Subscribe and hit the bell. There's a lot more to explore.